Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here this afternoon with Quinn and Brandy, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is your boy's ability to understand and respond to his formal on-leash obedience commands, the correction and the motivation that we give the dogs when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Brandy's using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and she keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in her right hand. That leaves her left hand free to give any correction that's needed. And the only correction that we give here at school is a little tug and release on the training collar. And that is the second piece of equipment that we're using. You will be introduced to your training equipment tomorrow, and you're going to be taught how to put it on, take it off, and use it properly. Now, he is sitting very nicely at Brandy's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. And the first exercise that we're going to be demonstrating for you is the heel. Heeling is proper leash walking without pulling you, without dropping his head and picking stuff up off the ground. He's walking with you instead of in front of you, and the command is Quinn, heel. Now, incorporated into this heel exercise is automatic sitting. So you will see that Quinn's walking along nicely with Brandy, and when she stops her feet, he has been taught to sit automatically without being told to wait for his next command. So whether you're walking at a brisk pace to kind of wear him out or give yourself exercise, or whether you're walking very slowly, he should always compensate for your stride. And I even have owners that actually jog with their dogs, but they keep them at heel position. Now, the next exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is the sit-stay. The stay is a hand and a voice command, and on stationary exercises, we don't use the dog's name. Brandy's going to use the open flat of her palm right in front of his muzzle and the one-word firm command to stay. Now, he dropped into a down. You can heel him out of that, bring him back around. This is how you do your correction. And you give him another firm stay. Now, the long sit stay when you're practicing at home can be practiced indoors as well as outdoors. You're going to start out at about 20 seconds. You're going to work all the way up to 3 minutes. And when you return back to him, you're going to go all the way around him, and you're going to end up back where you started at heel position, and they're going to take off heeling again. So this is going to make walking your boy a much more pleasurable experience. You're not going to be feeling like your arm's getting torn out of the socket. He's not dropping his head and picking up stuff off the ground. He's walking nicely with you. And when you stop, whether it's to talk to a neighbor or cross the street, he should sit automatically without being told to wait for his next command. And this is a good workout for him mentally as well as physically. Brandy's going to leave him in another sit-stay. She's going to walk out to the end of her leash, and she's going to hesitate because we want to leave spaces between our commands so it's sinking in. What is sit-stay? Now, this time, instead of returning back to him like she did before, she is going to use his name. This is the come on command. He should come right in, and he should sit in front of her facing her knees, and he gets praised for a good job, and then he goes back to heel position on his own. Now, Brandy will leave him in another sit-stay. And remember, you always have to tell him when you get back to that heel position, tell him what you want. So Brandy wanted him to stay, so she repeated the stay, and we're going to repeat the come on command. Very nice. Came right back to her. He almost went completely back to heel on his own. If you want to heel him down and back, Brandy, then we'll set up for the down commands. So these exercises are put together so that you can use them as drill work, which tires the dog out, or you're going to use them in your everyday living situations, and we will talk about that tomorrow on how you can use your commands to improve your life with your dog. Now, we're going to be demonstrating the down from a heel position, so always have your dog seated first. You take your left open palm, push it straight down toward the ground, and give the one-word command to down, and then stay. The long down stay when you're practicing at home, and I do recommend that you practice this indoors as well as outdoors, should be 3 to 5 minutes. Now, he got up on the return because he wasn't paying attention because he was busy sniffing. So she's going to make him complete it properly. So when you get back to him, Brandy, kind of go quickly back to heel. Good boy, because we want to set him up for success. We don't want him to fail. We don't want him to look at this as a punishment. Brandy, just heel him back around, and we're going to show that again. And you can have fun with these exercises. As you get more familiar with them, you can mix them up, make him think. None of this came easily for Quinn, or for the trainers for that matter. Now this time, instead of returning back to him, Brandy's going to call him out of that down. That was pretty good, but he didn't jump on her, and that's the whole point of having him come and sit, so that he learns that to get praised, I have to be sitting. Now, the next exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is the down from a distance. So Brandy's going to leave him in a sit-stay. She's going to turn to face him, and you're going to be able to lengthen this out as you move forward, distance as well as time. She's going to use her right hand to give the command, and she drops him into a down from a distance. She gives him another stay, and then she backs further away. And as you get more used to working with him, you're going to be able to back all the way up to the end of your leash and then give the down command. Now, we've demonstrated for you all of Quinn's formal on-leash obedience commands. His heeling, his automatic sits, his sit-stay, his down from a distance, and his come. All of these exercises are the ones that we're going to be asking you to practice with him at home. And again, we will teach you how to use these exercises in your normal everyday life with him. He was a little challenging, but he's been a good boy, and we've enjoyed having him. And thank you so much for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company.